Hi, my name is Alexander Dyo. I'm a co-founder of ICOmax. ICOmax is the compliant platform for investors to go in and evaluate which projects they want to invest into. We bring the dynamic aspect of a traditional IPO space, of how the IPOs are underwritten, to the ICO space. So essentially creating an automated process for investors to really know what is happening with the startup from the beginning to the end, so they can have a clear picture whether they want to invest into the project or not.
And how do you do that?
We are creating our own blockchain, and the blockchain consists of certain trigger points that would allow us to evaluate the startup properly. So essentially creating a rating system that is traditionally known or underwritten manually, but we're taking it and making an automated version of it. So imagine a marketplace where investors, rather than doing their own due diligence on any particular investments out there, we will step in and make that for them. They would come to us and specifically see what they want to see, whether the project makes sense for them to invest or not. Taking the burden away from them, reading the white paper, reading all of the analysis about the company, we provide that type of report in a dynamic way. So essentially they will know exactly where the startup is, where they're going, why the trigger points shows that they are a legit organization, as well as they have ability to scale, ability to become a rapidly growing company, or becoming a company that will make a huge buzz in the industry. Because in this day and age, there are a lot of ICOs. So think about the 30, 50 ICOs coming every day in the market space. How would the investor properly evaluate which ICO to invest into? It's virtually impossible, nor system available at this day and age to help investors to do that kind of a work. Otherwise, they have to do it themselves. So we take that burden, creating a funnel of all of these ICOs that will go through our platform and weed out all of the bad projects, and essentially leaving only the ones that are worth of investment.
So there was no way of solving this problem before?
Absolutely not. So investors have a hard time to understand why they need to invest in any particular ICOs. And it's very time consuming to read the white paper and understand the value proposition. Our system takes that manual difficulties away, and creating the automated version of trigger points, which essentially gives the ability to investors to truly see in one paper a full report why they need to be investing into this project.
And do you have any competitors who are trying to do something similar?
Very good question. So at this point, as we assess the marketplace, there's zero competitors. So we are the ones that are creating this because we understand the traditional business model of IPOs, and now we know how to bring it to the ICO because we're building the blockchain smart contracts.
And what stage are you at?
We are in the very beginning stage of it, so the demos as well as the beta platform will be ready in beginning of April, and our own pre-ICO will be starting in the beginning of June, and the ICO will be ready for September.
And what's the roadmap here? Where do you want to go with ICOmax?
Think about this, we would want to become a Bloomberg but in ICO space, or a Goldman Sachs but in ICO space. So essentially a regulating arm or a regulating body that has all of the intel and all of the tools available to provide investors a valuable information so that they can take in and know exactly what price to pay for any particular ICOs. As well as we want to give an opportunity to the startup companies to be properly matched with investors.